Hello everyone, happy Friday, and let's watch together NASDAQ and SPX and also Dow Jones, the US stock indices, and we're gonna see what we might get next. So I'm gonna start today. Just a quick reminder what we are looking for on the all-time history, just a very quick overview. So we are in 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5. So the wave 5 is still unfolding toward the upside, and basically I'm still looking for this wave 3 in the blue count here to reach at least the 1.618 around the 37.8k 822 for a wave 3 here that it might be unfolding. However, this 1 2 and then we are looking here for a 3 4 and a 5. The wave 5 might be finished very soon in case we are here finishing up internally a 1 2 3 4 5. So we might get a wave 1 potentially finished there. It depends if the things will push even for higher very much explosively here. I doubt it somehow, guys. I think that internally we are still in a 1 2 3 4 5. This is a wave 5 unfolding here, and it is not a finished 1 2, because as a wave 2 you did not reach the fib level required for a wave 2, honestly. So it looks much more like a wave 4. So we have to be careful. It can be, of course, a final move here before we push towards another wave 2 again, and then 3 4 5 towards the upside. If we dive inside it on the 4 hours chart, we are looking. So let me explain why I don't think this is a wave 2 there. So I'm not expecting something really very high here, because of course we have a 1 2 here, wave 3 4 and a 5. Now as you can see, the 0.38 was not taken here within this wave 1 2 there. Even if you take it as yeah, let's take it here as a linear, yeah, you will see that even as a linear was not taken. So both case scenario, linear and logarithmic chart, we didn't hit the 0.38, which is a minimum requirement here for wave 2. So yeah, I doubt it so much that this can be a wave 3 there unfolding. I think that this is a 1 2 3 here, and then wave 4 and a 5 as a W, X, and a Y. Now what we are looking at is a very massive move, yes, for this wave 5, that it can be unfolding as a 1 2 3 4 and a 5, extending still. And that because we got here kind of like a double 1 2, and this still a kind of like a wave 3 unfolding internally. So I believe that the market might simply continue towards a one straight high here toward the upside. Yeah, so we are looking at 1 2 3 4 and a 5 even unfinished, because this might transform to a 1 2 3 4 5, and even I believe that this might be a 1 2 1 2 again in a wave 3 4 and a 5 4 and a 5 to push for higher. Yeah, so very likely that this might happen, guys. So I'm looking that NASDAQ might be very impulsive. Even if we get a small correction here, can be a wave 4 already, and a wave 5 will continue toward the upside. So yeah, the target is still required here around this area in general. We are looking around the 28k 700 and the 30k 373. Honestly, I think like even that this extension will be taken. Yeah, this is what I think, that this extension there in confluence in this area, so 29k, is very likely to be taken, guys. So, and it's easy one, yeah, a b like 1 2 3 4 and a 5 here to hit it definitely. And then finishing the structure, yeah, finishing the structure as a 1 2 3 4 and a 5. The wave 4 is very long in time, I know, but time is never invalidation. However, it's much more probable that yeah, we are in longer in time for wave 4 more than not hitting a wave to 0.38. This is much more higher probability that this is a wave 4 longer in time. And if we didn't reach the 0.38 Fibonacci level here for wave 2, is very low probability to be in an impulse, meaning as a 1 2. So that's why I chose that this is a wave 4 and this might be a wave 5. However, we're gonna I mean, it's even safer to consider this as a wave 4 and a 5, because in case that the things will push down, to be aware of it. Now, a signal of strength will be tested, of course, in case we are in a wave 2 very deep, or not. And then we take it from there. So we're gonna test the things and we'll see if we get a signal of strength. So we'll be much more safer, of course, if we are thinking that yes, we are done there. It might go down in both case scenario, but if a signal of strength is given, then okay, we're gonna test if we get 5 waves up, 3 down, confirmation, and then okay, guys, we're continuing toward the upside. It looks like this is a wave 2. Okay, so this is what it might happen next, guys. But yeah, we're gonna take it step by step, guys. So this is regarding NASDAQ for SPX. SPX as well is looking, yeah, very impulsive for a wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now for SPX also, I cannot give this as a wave 2. We did not reach even the 0.68. Also on the linear, very far. So therefore, I'm still considering this is as a wave 4. And especially after this ending diagonal, you got a very choppy wave here as WX and a Y. And then, okay, we push very, very massively on the 1 hour chart, extending again. And I think that this is unfolding like 1, 2, 1, 2, and potentially another 1, 2, meaning this is your main wave 3. Your main wave 3 is double 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Then a large 4, 5 might be unfolding to hit our target in this zone, guys. So I'm looking for this zone in confluence 7K. 7k $365. This is the most common target that we might get over here, and can be directly the 2.618 in a direct wave 3 there. Yeah, so then 4 and a 5 to hit this zone area. So very, very interesting what we are looking at in the US stock indices. And we can see, of course, that the things are still escalating here as a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 still kind of like one, I think, like we have one, I think all of it is a 1, 2 here, and then 3, 4, and a 5, something like this, guys. Even can be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finishing, or it can be again more extensions. Those turns into double 1, 2. This is your wave 3, then 4, 5, 4, 5. This is incredible, right? And then massive wave 3, meaning turning this into double 1, 2, then having 4, 5, 4, and a 5 again toward the upside. This is what I think how it might unfold, guys. Yeah, so very, very interesting. And I think that the blue zone definitely is going to be taken sooner or later. Yep, so that was it for SPX. Finally, we're gonna see Dow Jones. For Dow Jones also, well, Dow Jones is not, I don't know why it is a little bit weaker than NASDAQ and SPX, but still fine. It took the target, and we might seek here for higher. Now, very likely to be in a corrective wave 4, but we still need this area in case we are in a wave 4 before we push toward the upside. So I would say Dow Jones still requires the 48K, which is 0.23 here minimum requirement, and then wave 5 might be unfolding as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This might be your wave 1, and then having a wave 2 here, and then continuation toward the upside later on. Yeah, so this is what I'm expecting. Maybe it's gonna extend later on. Yeah, maybe sometimes it takes some time to explode. Yeah, I mean, don't forget NASDAQ and SPX took the all-time high, while Dow Jones, yeah, not yet. So we gotta be careful, but I believe that, I mean, this can be an ABC. I don't want to go bearish right now, but I mean, A, B, and a C still required here for wave 2, maybe, but I don't see it yet, guys. Of course, I still see higher prices towards the upside, towards a new all-time high, to finish at wave 5 the same as NASDAQ, the same as for SPX. Okay, one more high. Maybe the wave 5 is going to be short for Dow Jones. Yeah, I think so. And then moving down, meaning taking simply the high impulsively, finishing this 4 and a 5, and then yeah, coming back. Yep, so that was it for the US stock market, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and SPX. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord, and stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments.